In the swamps and cities of southern Louisiana, 4 post-apocalyptic survivors blaze a trail to find themselves, their adversaries, and the solution to stopping the second coming of the apocalypse. Welcome to Rad Rolls, a Fallout tabletop RPG.
Got clones here too.
Yeah, it makes sense. He seems like the kind of guy who'd keep a couple spares on hand.
What an asshole.
Yeah. What a dick. Okay, so, if you really want to kill him, this is a great opportunity.
You know, I do. I really do.
It's like a dress rehearsal.
But it doesn't look like this one is alive, I'm guessing. Or, like, moving. Is it, like, in stasis?
They're, like,
can we tell?
Floating. They're, like, in stasis. Like, they are... like, they have life signs about them, but they are not, like, cognizant of your presence.
Let's correct that.
Can we recognize the other one whatsoever?
No. I mean,
it's
actually,
not the voodoo later.
Well, yeah, I guess Lonnie and Pep would recognize this lady. And it is
okay.
You just saw her face, the real face of this lady that made it feel like that you had daggers shooting in your back.
It's the voodoo lady, isn't it? It's the one who was in the brown dress, trying to escape from old Narlands.
Yeah, these two caused Pep and I some duress earlier.
All right. Look, I know we all want to kill it. Okay, we won't kill them.
I'm impartial. I figured that it's possible these are clones who haven't done anything wrong yet, so I don't know for sure.
I kind of disagree with that, but how about this compromise?
On what they do, not who they are. So
how about the compromise? Why don't we read the terminal first? Why don't we read the terminal? You know, maybe there's some information about, I don't know, how clones might not die in 8 weeks.
I will absolutely look that up. I think the reason your is set to die is because they specifically gave it an expiration date on purpose. I think the 8 week thing was part of the experiment. Granted, we have covered there might be.
I think that monster's going to drink the milk before it goes bad, though.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, well, let's look at the terminal.
Okay, who's looking at the terminal?
Hazel will try and hack this terminal.
Yeah, perception plus science for difficulty 1, I would say.
I will assist on this.
Okay, so make it 3 d20s.
Well, he'll roll his own, if you spend.
Yeah. Although I was thinking about, since this is kind of might be critical, I was thinking about using one of my action points, but I think this should be fine with your assist.
Clark don't know much about science.
Wow.
I'd like to make my own check if that's
okay. And I'm not getting anything off.
We get 3 chances at this, and then we're locked out.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
All right, Lonnie, got this.
Lonnie, tag, you're up.
Look, there you go.
There you go. 2 successes right there. Woo, that terminal, it was about to get locked out, and you're going to have to call Nick Valentine to come help you out with that.
I wish.
Yeah, the terminal, Lonnie, displays for you a few things. It kind of gives a current status of the residents. One is Marty Beaufont. It says that this clone is about, I would say maybe an hour old. Same for the other pod, Esther Beaufont. The clone is about an hour old as well. They have kind of like general timers on there that are set for about probably a year. It looks like around there, based on the day count, that are set to release. Then there's emergency override for release, and underneath it, you can see that you could actually register new subjects into the pods to reclone.
Clark, you reading this?
I am reading this.
So, a quick question, Lonnie. Does it look like there's any way to look up previous files for previous cloning projects? Because from what we heard, it sounds like there was a clone of Clark that was made and ejected. That is a normal Clark with his normal DNA, nothing about it that's weird. If we can use that file, maybe we can clone Clark a new body.
Yeah, let me click around the folders a little bit.
Yeah, sure. There's an
Let's see
archive
what
there.
info I can find.
It's an archive specific to these two pods. These two pods have only produced 3 clones ever. The most common one being Marty Beaufont.
Damn.
The second most common one being the Overseer of Vault 34. And the third most common is being Esther Beaufont.
Vault 34.
34 is a...
Hang on. Not, whatever the one was with the cloning. Was that 32?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
32. Sorry. Brain fart. Vault 32. The Overseer. The hologram.
Say, wasn't 34 like...
I would have to
Look at the tongue, wag of the finger. We're getting into the Fallout show where they have Vault 8 and they're Vault 28 or wherever the heck these people are going.
Wait. I just want to make sure I'm on the same page here. 18 was the one that was in O'Nolans.
Oh, 34 was the...
Jesus Christ, now I gotta look this up. I don't have all of my notes in front of me.
Well,
Vault 18 was the one... Vault 18 was the one that was in New Orleans. That is the one that this Overseer is from. Vault 18.
Okay.
That is the cloning. Vault 32, I think, is the patriotic vault.
No, 28.
Vault
because
28.
It was 10 more. I believe, please do not quote me on this.
You're right.
I think it was 28 because it was exactly 10 more than 18, and that's how my brain works with numbers.
Listen, I'm reading terminals off of improv, so you'll excuse me.
So no. I'm not. Listen, I'm not poo-pooing on your job. I just want to make sure that we're not introducing brand new lore here.
No,
just continuity.
Right. There's nothing about like a Vault 22 in there. Okay.
It is Vault 18 confirmed.
Okay.
Vault 18 confirmed.
Vault
the
18
Overseer
confirmed.
Vault 18. So
hologram light.
3 people. Marty Beaufont, most common. The second most common is the Overseer of Vault 18, and it says Overseer Vault 18. And the third most common is Esther Beaufont.
Hey, Clark. You want to, like, purge these and then, like, set these up to be, like... Oh, we could do 2 copies of you. No, wait, that's bad. We could do a copy of you.
It would be awesome to have another 2 of me, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but like, do they fight to the death though?
I think their default is to kill each other on sight.
No, because the Mardi Gras or whatever code phrase doesn't work on me.
Yeah, we never did figure out why. That's interesting.
Okay, so like,
maybe you just
what if we got the Overseer, like, made a copy of her? And made a copy of you, because the Overseer might actually be like helpful. We could clone whatever we wanted.
I kind of want to release the Marty that's in there and see if it has like enough consciousness to interrogate.
I could realize my familial destiny and clone myself.
Yeah,
I won't do that. But like,
that's behind.
No, I don't plan on doing that. It's just, but like. Apparently, these 3 didn't have any compunctions about cloning themselves, so would there be an issue with bringing back the Overseer of 18? She might actually have some information that could be helpful for stopping what's about to happen.
It's not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea at all.
I want to interrogate Marty first and see if that's going to work.
Do these clones look like fully formed?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And they're just basically on a 1-year countdown to come back to life?
Yeah.
And it took an hour to do this?
Yeah. It took how long did it take to make clones in Vault 18 of you all?
About that long.
Okay, so presumably we could purge the current occupants, use the records for Vault 18 Overseer, which could be a good resource to figure out how to deal with the Gulf entity. And Marty, for that matter.
And Marty, and everything else.
Myriad of other things. And then, Clark, I'm realizing something, buddy.
Yeah?
This thing probably needs a DNA sample.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want an exact copy of you right now?
Yeah, see, now the problem with that is the exact copy just dies in 8 weeks too, and I don't want to have to keep.
Right. That's
also,
what
is
I'm
the
bringing
exact
up here.
copy really gonna be me? You know what I mean?
No,
that's
a philosophical question, guys.
Yeah, I don't
first of all,
think it's philosophical.
none of us are scientists. We're talking about some hardcore science here with cloning. I'm pretty sure we would just make a Clark with 2 heads. That's why I want us to be able to do this.
Right.
That's why I want to get the Marty out of the tube, torture him some, and see if he will help us. Just some light torture.
In that order.
If a burlesque owner and a voodoo lady can operate this machinery.
Okay, all right, counterpoint here. Instead of Marty, let's try questioning the... As far as we know, she's not a ringleader. She seems like more of a follower.
Yeah, but what if she's got that gree-gree?
What if she's got voodoo powers?
She might
yeah, she's got that gree-gree.
And she might be your sister.
Or your mom.
Or who knows? But what if she's got
Well, Marty, all he has... Clark, the problem is you're saying you want to have Marty talk to us, but anytime Marty says something, he might be able to mind zap us. At least her,
right?
If she's doing something, we know that she's not going to be able to make you swallow your own tongue or stab one of us.
Right, but
the stabbing thing, though.
Yeah, the stabbing thing.
She did kind of do that.
We purge out the Marty, and we cut out his tongue real quick and make him write down. I'm just saying some light torture, just very light torture. It's a clone. I'm not even sure it counts as a person.
Okay, so I think
write down as a person.
I think we can split the difference here.
Oh,
maybe we choose one of them to try and a little bit of light torture. I hate to say it, Clark, I'm probably the better person to do the torture. And also, if Marty ends up...
How many tongues have you cut out?
You do what the mamas and the daddies did in Owen Islands, and you pit them against each other.
Okay, so here's
and you threaten punishment if they don't tell the truth. It's classic.
Let's back up. Let's just back up 1 second,
man.
Let's back up 1 second here.
That's dark, man. Lonnie, that's not normal.
I'd never said it was, Hazel.
Okay, so the quick version
what happened to you as a child?
Are you asking me or are you asking Lonnie?
I think you all should be asking yourselves that question.
I'll pull my shirt up and just show off the myriad of scars this.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, and Clark will pull up his and show all his fucking scars.
Yeah, how many of those were before the age of 18?
Yeah, I'm not pulling my shirt up.
85% of them.
I'm not pulling my shirt up.
Clark is a child soldier.
My scars
okay?
are all emotional, okay? All right, so the quick version is if we're actually... Fine, okay. So, here's the deal. Something you should know about me. So, you know that I'm the medic. I'm the healer. I'm the person who knows human anatomy. I know how to do things with broken bones and burns and nerves that have been shredded, and
are you going to
eyeballs
tell us
have
that
been
you've done all of
exploded.
those things?
Yes.
Wow.
So when I was not very old, a bunch of members of our caravan got captured by slavers, and we managed to catch one of them, and he wouldn't tell us anything. So I figured out ways to win him over and torture him in a way that made sure 100% he wouldn't die for 3 days until he finally told us where they were. And then, after I had put him through ridiculous amount of pain, healed him, put him through pain again till he finally told me everything we needed to know to go save our people, he told me he was going to come back and he was going to kill all of us. So I buried a scalpel between his eyes. I was 11. And that's actually the day I decided I eventually had to leave the Chautauqua because I was a monster. I'm really good at torturing people, basically, is all I'm saying. I'm really good at torturing people and keeping them alive at the same time. I'm not proud of it. That's why I didn't tell you guys.
They just withheld food from us.
Yeah.
We just killed people. Some light torture, but not like that.
A sharpened copper wire with a line of current being run through it, shoved into certain clusters of nerve endings, can make you wish you were dead. So, yeah, if somebody needs to torture Marty, you guys, I'll do the torture, you do the killing, okay?
Honestly,
and Hazel's just gonna like turn and walk away.
That's a strange division of labor, but all right.
Honestly, guys, I'm kind of less on board with the light torture after that conversation. I was thinking let's just cut off like his tongue and like a finger or two until he like tells us what he wants, but that was a lot.
I guess it's good you're acknowledging the experience of a professional. I still think all of this plan is flawed. You guys do what you need to do. Pep's gonna go back to the tree hall.
Okay, yeah.
What if when we wake them up we just lie?
That's actually not a terrible idea either.
Like, there's been a problem. There's been an issue. No, he knows us though. These clones were.
It's only an hour old.
Right, but he doesn't know that. We can tell him that the Gulf event already happened and we solved the problem.
But he doesn't want us around though.
Right, but we have control of New Orleans or something, and we can tell him we'll hand it over if he.
Do we even know? I kind of feel like Pep is making a good point here. We don't know if when we wake one of these things up, if it's even going to have like a consciousness, or if that has to be like loaded on or something, or whatever the fuck you do.
Okay. While I'm on the computer, can you create more clones of people that have had like data loaded up?
Yeah, you would be able to essentially clone based off of tissue samples. You'd be able to create clones of people. Yes.
Oh, so we could just photocopy Marty as many times as we needed to if we messed up. Infinite purge.
Perceivably, yes. Yeah.
Infinite purge. Awesome.
That is an interesting idea for just keep killing your dad over and over again till you get it out of your system.
So I'm coming in here. I'm Mark Henry. There's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. Okay. What are you all doing?
Pep's in the tree hall, just like looking at those tree, the lineage. He's taking his time.
Okay. The three of you then.
We've got roughly a year to figure out what to do with these clones. So let's maybe take a walk.
Yeah, I am 100%. I am 100% on board with cloning the seer. By the way, I think this is a very good idea, and to do that, we got to kick one of these two guys out.
All right, that's two for waiting, 2 for purge.
I mean, waiting can become purge. It's just like,
I don't know if we're going to be able to figure this out either. So I will wait as well, because I'm pretty sure this is just going to go horribly wrong, like everything else in this house has.
You've been pretty much batting 1,000. So yeah,
Cool.
Probably.
Great. I will note that because of facts that you've learned and other stuff, I have closed a section of the house. So everything out that other door that's on the right, the private collections, butler hall, and bedrooms.
Okay.
You pretty much have solved that, the piece of that would lead to that.
Okay.
But because you all definitely took and obviously a good deal of time that was much needed to discuss whether or not you were going to kill your mortal enemy or just leave him. So you decided to leave your mortal enemy that you'll forever hate alive. And now...
Well, when you put it that way...
I feel like maybe we didn't make the right choice.
I mean, we can just burn down the house later.
Right. I mean, there's a room of
about
alcohol. This place will go up like a powder keg.
The killing part seems easy. It was the moral dilemma of what to do.
Well, I like the fact we have access to a tank that's useful and helpful. At some point, if we get a sample of unmodified DNA, we could definitely do something. I think we can do something to help Clark. I'm sure there's a way we can use. We can clone his brain from this version, and we can clone his body with the regular PO, with the regular DNA that hasn't been modified.
That is a lot of confidence in a group of people that have no points in science.
I
have 2 points in science.
Come on.
So I know enough to know we don't know enough.
You're right. I am not a scientist, but at some point I could be.
Scientist.
I'm science adjacent.
In more than one way, yeah.
All right, so you all have the rest of that left side of the house. Where are we going to next? What's the game plan?
If Clark is going to the upper dining room, then...
I'm not going outside. I've already been outside. My pit bull got mad.
Oh, yeah, that is the exterior balcony. That tracks.
Some smart thinking there.
Can we... we still have a storm out there, DM?
There's still a storm out there. So you enter the upper dining room. It essentially overlooks the dining room.
Okay.
That you can see down. There's not much going on in there. So you all are free to move into. Essentially, I will tell you that the mirror hall is literally a hall just full of mirrors. Mirrors left and right. You all can see yourself in there. So you kind of have 3 options here of where you would like to go. Where would you like to go?
I don't like this at all.
The dark room kind of sounds spooky.
Way to be disappointed.
It's in the name. Spooky room. That's my next.
So is it is it actually just a dark room, or is it like a
just a dark room?
Well, you'd have to go in there to find that out. That would be something.
Fine.
Looks like we've all made a choice.
I'm gonna go into the dark room. Kind of looks like we already made that decision.
Right, cool. Yeah, the dark room. What's that? Number 36.
It is number 36.
I'm glad I numbered these, or else I would have no clue what I'm doing.
Numbering them was a great idea.
You enter. Oh, yeah. You enter this room. It's pitch black. What are you doing?
Ain't see shit.
All right.
Is it labeled like dark room? Would there something that would give us a hint?
It's just a very dark room.
Outside.
All right.
I'll turn on my. It's very dark.
I'll turn on. I'll ruin my night vision and turn on my Pip-Boy light to take a look.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's a simple solution. Essentially, you turn on your Pip-Boy light, and across the wall, there's kind of these full array of photos that are strung up along the wall. It kind of details this man starting out being near essentially in like a nuclear reactor plant.
Oh.
And like sitting in a chair near it. And over time, this man's flesh begins to peel off in the series of pictures until this man is like a shell of his former self and looks like a modern ghoul. And the last picture shows that the man is seems like is passed in some form or fashion.
I think we have graphic evidence of Thomas Beaufont here. He was the one, supposedly he was trying to find eternal life through radiation. And apparently he missed it by...
that much.
Yeah. So, interesting. Is there anything else in here, or just the pictures?
Just the pictures.
Any chemicals?
This is like a photo room. The chemicals that have been used are long dried up. There is like just some trays on tables about, but the pictures are the main piece of this room.
Okay. Well, for better or for worse, it looks like this guy's experiment didn't go so well for him, which is ironic. He probably had the best idea out of anyone short of cloning yourself. I'm still a little bit worried about whatever Shiloh's special experiment is.
We don't know how the golem one went.
That's
a golem.
true.
What even is a golem?
All right, so from what I know of old stories, a golem is essentially like a medieval version of a Assaultron or a robot. Basically, it's made out of like either clay or stone or something like that. But in this case, it looks like supposedly they basically this guy tried to use essentially a medieval robot and put his brain in it.
Okay,
which that couldn't have gone well.
That makes sense why it didn't work.
Robo brain made out of wood or something. All right, I get that.
That's lightweight.
Unless it's made out of stone or clay, in which case,
then it wouldn't be lightweight, but it wouldn't conduct electricity either.
You can't build a robot out of stone.
But yeah, wooden robo brain, that actually is that's not a terrible way to look at it. It's a little unsettling either way. Hopefully we don't come across whatever that is. But I have the suspicion if it had worked, everybody else would have followed suit at some point, and nobody else did. So
there'd been big stone robots rolling around.
Yeah, we should probably look out for that.
Pep's gonna go up to the wall of pictures and select one where the guy looks still recognizable as like a human, not quite a ghoul. He's gonna take that picture and he's gonna shove it in his down his power armor
bustier.
All right.
Bodice.
That's great. Put it in the rub that on your body. You do that.
Doing it
right in the power armor pocket. There you go.
So where are we going to next here?
So it looks like there's a lab, or a
medical study.
Yeah. I would very much like to check the medical study to see if there's any pertinent information in there we can use, books or something similar, perhaps.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's see. So, is everybody else going there?
Yeah.
We're following Clark.
Sure. So you enter the medical study. Study. That's a new word. Two chairs. Two chairs sit in the back of the room, connected with tubes. They are stained in dark red splotches. A large desk filled with medical devices and notes leans against a wall. A coffin sits at the back of the room.
Okay.
Room.
Is there a vampire?
I think one of
my granddads tried to be a vampire.
Yeah.
Man, this would be handy if you were a wooden robot. Like wooden robot could, like right in the heart.
Oh, yeah, like, oh, maybe they didn't like each other. Maybe, oh no, the vampire guy came after the...
Yeah, but the vampire guy probably thought he would be safe. The golem thing didn't work because the other guy wouldn't have become a vampire if he thought his dad could just, like, punch him and kill him.
Should we check the coffin?
Is that what you're doing? You're checking the coffin?
If you're gonna check the coffin, I'll draw my gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, but like, how do you kill vampires?
Hazel's gonna take out one of the iron spikes.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it may not kill them, but they won't move in very fast.
Look, it's a big caliber gun. We'll just shoot it in the kneecap and figure it out.
Always the head, man. Always aim for the head.
Pep,
not with a wooden stake. Where I need.
Oh, Lonnie, grow up. Those are just folk tales. Pep's gonna open the coffin.
Yeah, you open the coffin, and dust kind of flies about. There's a red velvet interior as there is a skeleton inside of the coffin with its arms folded and its mouth kind of like a little bit askew. The weird thing about this skeleton, it's a human skeleton, is the teeth are actually pointed. Every single one of them seems to have been shaved to be pointed.
Well, apparently that didn't work as well as they were hoping it would. Yee.
Oh, he looks like some of those psycho raiders I've heard about that like sharpen their teeth so they can bite people. And
yeah,
but they aren't vampires. They're psycho raiders. Is this guy just a psycho raider?
I think this guy just thought that if he had sharp teeth and drank blood, he would get to live forever. He didn't put a lot of thought into this plan, apparently.
Oh.
I mean,
so you said all the teeth were sharp?
Yes.
Okay, Pep's gonna break off the lower jaw of this.
Wow.
Okay, you do that.
God.
Pep, I know you want a weapon to replace that like arm spear chucker thing that they made for you. I think this might be a little bit more. I think you're biting off more than you can chew with this one.
You giving yourself like a little Wolverine claw for your power armor?
Yeah, I mean it's probably a one hit. It's probably a glass cannon, as they say. But hey, it's a little something, and it's a souvenir.
Okay, I'll admit there's an irony.
I really like
this. Stab one of your ancestors with the teeth from another one of your ancestors, that would be kind of weirdly awesome.
Is there anything else?
Technically, Lonnie did do that earlier. I'm just letting you know that actually Lonnie did get bit by one of his ancestors.
Get bit by an ancestor, yeah.
This is the thing with you.
Is there anything of interest? Anything else of interest in this room?
I mean, there was medical notes on the desk. Other than that, there's the chairs in the back with the tubes that are bloodied.
2 of them, I assume, and the blood is approximately 1 hour old.
No, it's very old stains.
Very old
stains.
Yeah, he had a great aesthetic, though. I love the red velvet. It's very, very gothic.
But there are medical notes on the side that are kind of like you could if you want to know more, please investigate the medical notes.
Yeah. I want.
Okay, yeah, perception plus medicine for difficulty 2.
Perception plus medicine, difficulty 2. Medicine. Come on, baby.
Oh, never mind.
Hey.
Finally a good roll.
Yeah, I like that.
Right.
So this actually, these medical notes kind of document the life of, let's see here, Martin Beaufont, not the Martin that you all know, but the Martin from 1847. It found that he tried to augment himself in his life force at first by running dialysis to essentially like refresh his blood with other willing participants, that they would transfer blood between them. Particularly younger folk, he would like to transfer the blood between. That didn't work very well and was very slow, and it was hard to get people to do that. And so what he actually did was he sharpened his teeth and decided that the only way to live for as long as he did, which he lived for 106 years,
Right.
is to consume the flesh of other humans. And so he spent the large portion of his life consuming the flesh of other humans, which made him live for a particularly long time. It was fit as a fiddle up through the age of 106, but did eventually die. It did prolong his life, though, according to these records.
It does say he lived to the year 1900.
He lived from 1847 to 1953.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, looks like those Psycho Raiders might be onto something.
They don't normally live 100 years.
Yeah, no, they have a incredibly shortened lifespan usually. But that might be the Psycho. So
Yeah. And the rating part.
And the rating.
Most people don't look too
up.
kindly. That's hands on sight.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we can figuratively strike one more Beaufont from the board. And I've got a good look at the medical records. None of these are they're interesting. I'll probably actually Hazel will open up her copy of the Modern Prometheus, Frankenstein, that she carries with her everywhere, and tuck these weird sciencey, like Victorian creepy lab notes in as a placeholder in her book for Frankenstein.
They are creepy, but they are also they have real documentation of this. There is
and I will be keeping these and poring over them later to see if there's anything other than curiosity about these that make them valuable.
Before we move on, Pep would like to check out that coffin and the red velvet lining. How easy would it be to pull out the lining? To try to preserve the fabric?
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
I have no idea where you're going with this. It's good.
You lack imagination, David.
If you have the shiniest, cleanest set of power armor, no Brotherhood of Steel paint, no pink paint, it's bright and shiny. All it needs, I'm thinking, is a cape.
No.
Yeah, you could rip it out.
We're upholstering the interior.
You could rip it out, but you need to cut it somehow. You need to cut it to rip it. You would be able to do it, but you would.
I know where you can find some swords.
I got knives.
Hazel, knives might be easier for this job. Can you help me cut free this fabric from the inside of this creepy coffin?
I'm not going to have you roll for this because I'm mostly curious what's going to happen next.
So I'm going to pull out the throwing knife that doubles as a surgical scalpel. It is razor sharp, and at this point you guys might have a better idea of why she carries around a surgical scalpel on her, and I'm going to use it to help Pep remove by cutting out this crusty old velvet lining from this coffin.
Okay, so Pep, you have the velvet now.
All right, I'm going to fold it very nicely, and I'm going to give it to Hazel because she commented on how fancy she thought this red velvet was. Here, you can have this. You could make yourself a fancy outfit. It's a little gift.
Oh, well, thank you.
And now he's regretting not keeping it for a cape, but his original intention was to give it to Hazel, so he will follow through on that.
So thank you. About maybe 2 or 3 yards of this fabric that she'll tuck away to do something with later.
Make a cloak.
I was thinking you're gonna do the upholstery inside the power armor, make it nice and plush in there.
That is also a good. That is a very good idea.
Not a bad idea.
I'm keeping to my original idea.
I will be keeping a short list of ideas of what to do with this red velvet cloth.
Oh, we need to kill a death claw so I can skin it, tan it, have a nice Deathclaw leather interior. No,
And
that'll
yeah,
now
and
become
then
a
we'll have a good
aggressive.
meal out of that too.
Provided
Provided we don't
Brahmin. There's a few things that provide life.
Besides the finer points of upholstery, are we going to the Golden Parlor next?
I guess we should.
Yeah.
I suppose.
All right. So you all stand before the symbol of opulence. This is a beautifully decorated living room that seems to be wrapped in gold foil, from the couches to the ceiling, to the banisters, to the stands around. The only thing that is not shining is this fireplace, which has a trail of soot that leads to two individuals in the room in shabby clothing. They have ramshackle armor pieces and are busy disassembling a fully gold-plated clock in the corner.
Wow. Are they aware that we're there? Or did we sneak up on them?
I think you snuck up on them. Yeah, I would say so.
All right. I'm very quietly going to pull out my weapon and sort of look at everybody else to see if they're going to think.
Yeah, for sure.
right.
Clark's drawing. I'll draw.
I wanna like actually sneak up right behind one of them.
Okay, do agility plus sneak for difficulty 2.
Huh.
I'm gonna use an AP point. I have 2 left.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. 4 successes. You're snuck.
I'll get that.
You're
AP
snuck up behind one of
point.
them.
God, you're impressive. Damn. That is. It's a pleasure to see you.
I will put my gun to their temple and say, "Howdy."
So you put your gun to the temple of this guy. It's a kind of like a scrawnier guy that is. He puts his hands up and drops, what he was doing. There's a woman beside him in that same outfit that turns and looks at you and says, "God damn it. Do I really have to talk to this fucking old man in front of me to get us out of this situation again?"
Is she calling me old?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got white hair now. Fucking ageist. Fuck, I don't know. I didn't really think I was gonna get this far. And
That's like the story of Clark.
You've got the drop on him.
I assumed something was gonna go wrong because it's like this house and everything has gone wrong so far.
Yeah, you've got the drop on him. So I'll pipe up. It's like, what do you think you're doing in my house?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry, you coward piece of shit. What the fuck are you trying to say to me? The woman kind of turns and says that to you, Lonnie, and then looks at the Clark with the guy and says, "You know what? You can just go ahead and kill that pencil neck because I don't care."
I'm gonna move Pencil Neck's face to be directly in front of her so that if I pulled the trigger, the bullet would go through his head and into her face.
Okay, Pencil Neck turns around and kind of like goes to you, Mr. B. He's like, "Hey man, listen, I will give you like 200 caps right now if you'll just like let me go. Just like let me leave, let me get out of here. I've got 200 caps. I can just give that to you and we can all be on our merry way. How does that sound?"
I'm gonna put my little finger to his lips and just say, "Shh. I could just kill you and take him, you fucking idiot."
But I've got 200 more stashed in the chimney, and only I know which brick they're in.
Oh my god.
All right. Little Miss Daisy over here. Now, would you like to try again with some introductions? Actually, wait 1 second. Lonnie, come on.
Yeah,
come on, Lonnie.
I'm coming.
Gun to the temple on that one.
No, this is a trumpet. I'll probably like just right to the chest.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
It's a shotgun, basically. It's a laser shotgun. Like,
just aim it at.
Yeah,
their body.
I was like, give me a reason to ventilate you.
the lady just kind of like rolls her eyes at you all, and the guy that you shush turns around and says, "Yeah, I can help out here. Can I help out? Can I talk for a minute?
Are you going to beg for your life?
I'm going to tell you who I am.
Well, that's actually very helpful. Thank you. Yes, tell us who you are.
Yeah, my name is Gabe Baumgartner. I am kind of the brains of this operation. Over here's Maggie, and we just kind of snuck in here, and we're looking really just to get some loot, and then we're gonna get out, and that's it. But if this is all yours, we can just go ahead and leave. And at this point, the lady turns to him and says, "Listen, Pencilneck, it's Mad Maggie. Next time you say my name, you better say it right."
Maggie, shut your fucking mouth.
Oh, who am I talking to? Some 18-year-old piece of shit walking in here looking like he's some...
I pull the trigger. Inner gut. I pull the trigger.
Oh,
okay,
fuck.
Yeah.
What have I done to this group?
Do a energy weapons. What is that? Perception plus energy weapons. Go ahead and do that roll for me.
Yep, I'm spending an AP.
So much murder.
Oh, is that a critical?
God.
Is that a critical?
Now I got to pull up these people's character sheets, and good thing I made them.
Wow.
Defensive one, yeah, you hit close range. You got up against. You've obviously aimed at the chest. Go ahead, and roll for damage.
Yeah,
That
I'm
escalated so quickly.
I'm juicing it. Do I get double for the crit?
Oh yeah, you did get double. We're under rat rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, you get double.
All right. So I'm also juicing the fire rate. Are y'all ready?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
Watch this be like super disappointing. Oh my god.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was kind of super disappointing. I'm spending
It was the thought that counts.
I'm spending another. Wait, it's a luck point that I have to spend. I'm spending a luck point to reroll 3 of those.
Yeah, go ahead, do that.
I don't know why it did that, so I'll just take the first 3. Sorry.
Okay, so that's total of 9 damage.
9. Well,
9 plus 5
with the spread.
Piercing.
Yeah, 9 with 5 piercing, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9 plus 20.
Okay, great. So does this hit the guy beside them because of the spread?
No, so the
In
spread.
their, you were in their chest.
No, so
Yeah.
here's the thing: the spread hits different limbs. So like you have to roll like different places, and each of those places takes 4 damage, and it all pierces. So 9 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So
You Asher, man.
Yeah.
the you blow a hole in this person, and frankly through the room, as the Satch gun particularly does. And even with the giant hole kind of in their chest, they turn and look at you and says, they look at you and say, "Of course I'm killed by a fucking boy with just a little fucking toy trumpet. And as far as the guy in the power armor with the puffy shirt and the lady that's over there, I don't even know what she does. You're all a bunch of stupid assholes." And she does.
Who the hell was that?
Who cares? They're fucking dead.
You're
All right, Pencilneck.
asshole.
Yeah,
All right,
but if she's
Pencilneck.
a clone, we're gonna have to deal with her again. Who the hell was she?
I mean, to
All
be
right.
fair, she dies pretty easy, so I feel like we
Yeah,
can take
her name's Maggie, and she's
Mad. Or
Not
was.
So mad anymore.
Let's show some respect for the dead. Right?
so
Yeah,
Gabe.
she's killed out some.
Gabe,
so Pencilneck here.
I appreciate your
Candor.
your ability to
Grovel.
stay calm, cool, and collected in the face of adversity.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, 100%. Yep.
All right. So, tell us about yourself. What's your story?
My name is
Gabe Baumgartner got that part.
Yep. They call me Greedy Gabe, and I'm all. I mean, you understand. I'm going to be 100%. I'm just a thief. I go to I steal things and I sell them, and that's what I do. I'm not a fighter. I am a planner. Oftentimes, I have to hire muscle to go with me to deal with these things. And I just happened upon this house. Could not enter the door because of some robot climbed up. Saw the rad store coming, and decided that me and my ex-partner, should go down the chimney, see if we could find anything. Voila, gold room. Feeling pretty great about that. Feeling less great about that right now. Since I broke into your house, I'm very sorry.
Well, it's, you got to do what you need to survive. And I think you recognize the error of your ways. And you offered a remuneration instead of jacking your jaw. So that is a point for you.
It's only a point. I would like to say it's only a point for you if you can deliver on said promise.
Oh, the 200 caps. Yeah. He turns around and reaches in his pocket and pulls out a sack and hands it to you.
Is it a sack of 200 caps?
It is. You feel it is a sack of 200 caps.
Clark kind of has a very strange sound come from his mouth. Sound of excitement.
What does that sound like exactly?
That sounds about right.
Like a little nervous relief.
Yeah, maybe a little giggle.
All right. So we should be upfront with this guy, I think, to a point. So we're gonna fill you in on the deets here. So this house does technically belong to Lonnie Here's family. It's also a death trap.
Yeah, it's not a great place to be. I mean,
and not
this
just
room
a death
notwithstanding, but
not just a death trap from us killing people.
I'm pretty sure that this is a death trap. You've convinced me. Thanks.
So we can tell you what we think is a safe way. The front door is not locked, and we've kind of more or less cleared the road between here and the front door. There is a rad storm out there. Do you have a way to deal with the extra radiation?
Yes.
Okay, so this isn't a threat. We're saying this.
May, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Okay.
And Lonnie, Mr. Mayor, if you decide otherwise, sure. I don't really intend to let this guy go freely.
He did pay you.
He did pay me, and he's not going to die because of that, but I'm also not going to... I also don't think it's the best idea to just...
Let him go?
Let him go.
Is that for his safety or for ours?
Yeah, what do you...
No, I don't really give a shit about his safety. I don't really give a shit about his safety right now. I'm solely thinking that we haven't even checked him for weapons yet.
Oh, well, that seems like a good idea.
Yep.
He also mentioned another 200 caps.
He did, but that was a lie, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because if he just broke in, why would he store?
Why would he store him in a chimney? So he's a liar and a thief.
I'll stop you right there. I definitely. You ever had a gun hold to your head, then one of your friends just absolutely murdered right in front of you?
No, I totally get it.
I mean, I can respect that.
There's no caps in the chimney. I'm really sorry. I'm just being honest. I gave you 200 caps, and I really just want to get on living life.
Do you have any weapons on you?
He has a pipe pistol on him that he kind of holds up in the air. He's like, "Hey, I've got this, but I mean, you send me out there without any weapons, and I'm not gonna have anything."
Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna send you anywhere. Hazel, would you mind if we use some of your velvet to bound this kid's hands?
Well, we can use velvet. I think we have rope.
If we have
Also
whatever
just
we
gas
have.
foot him.
Wait, what?
You can always just gas foot him.
No, we are not cutting
What?
off his foot. We
You don't
have
cut it off. You just
not-
break it.
No. We're not gonna hurt him. He doesn't. We're not
Wait,
gonna
you're
get
doing the
anything out of
velvet
light
on his
torture.
wrist? I have seen that at the Sweet Chariot. It's an interesting act.
Look. What is your name,
cost
Gabe?
extra.
Gabe or whatever. Here's what's gonna happen. We are gonna bound you. You are gonna follow us around for the rest of this house, and then we will decide when we leave this house, the terms of your release and or indentured servitude. Probably
Think of
release.
this. Think
Might
of
be
this as a
indentured servitude.
safety contract because, believe you me, we are all in worse shape now than how we came into this place.
Honestly, if I was here by myself, I'm gonna be honest with you. I might put you in this room with the Assaultron that we found and just kind of see how you do with that pipe pistol. But I'm not by
Kinda thought
myself.
about that,
All right,
yeah.
I'm not by myself. Yeah.
I appreciate the offer. I'm happy to accept. I want to let you guys know that if you go up the chimney, you can get out of here. That's how I got in here. So,
yeah, the whole rad storm though is
thank
kind of
you
the
for-
issue
Thank
currently.
you for telling us. We appreciate
Yeah,
that.
there's like external doors. That's
Yeah.
There's like a fence in the garden. You could have just climbed over that.
So the game plan is I follow you around,
Uh-huh.
and then once we're out of this house, we're good.
Well, we're gonna have a conversation when we leave the house. We're gonna see if you have any worth as a human being, and if you do, we'll talk about that worth. But we're probably not going to kill you. We're most likely not going to kill you. You seem
Okay,
like a real upstanding person so far.
So,
I can guarantee you right now I do. And I think you would have to give Clark too. That being said,
Yeah.
don't be rude to him. Don't mouth off to him. Don't
Yeah.
actually do what Mad Maggie did to. Well, don't do that to any of us. It's
yeah.
blind.
I didn't want to shoot Maggie, but she put disrespect on my name, and I'm really beginning to
killed for
learn
that.
my self-worth lately. And
And we've had a really
Lonnie.
bad day.
Lonnie, that's why I killed that
really
other guy
bad
for you. You got to stand up for yourself.
One thing about Maggie is she was really brutal, but she was really good at the on the spot insults. So I'm sorry. That's just her thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she probably
was
should have
her thing.
diversified. Yeah, she should have diversified her talent.
It
maybe a
was
little
her
bit.
thing, Gabe. Okay, so Gabe, you're gonna come with us. I do regret to inform you. I do need some. What bullets does that pipe pistol take? Take
That's
38 there. Yeah, I do need a few of those. I got this cool little sword here that like uses those as a like hidden gun in the handle. So I'm gonna take what you got of those. Unfortunately, right now.
He hands them over. He hands you over 5 of those.
Okay,
All right, perfect.
so Gabe, this is gonna sound weird. You would throw stuff. Like
Am I
how's
good?
your throwing arm?
I mean, I don't. The pistol's just for self protection. I don't really do any fighting. I come up with the
Okay.
plans. I break into the place.
All
I
right.
get the thing, and then I sell it.
Okay. All right. For now, like, just stick close to me, okay? And we're gonna try and get all of us out of here alive.
Yeah, with pleasure. I'll stick close to you. Just don't. If you could, just please don't get me near the other 2. The one in power armor seems fine, which is frankly a little strange.
Actually,
Yeah,
the
but
one
you
in
seem-
power
I'm gonna
armor has
break
the
your
highest
right
body
foot.
count today.
If you
Yeah,
try
the one in
anything,
the
I'm
one
just
in
gonna
power
break your
armor-
right foot right off, pal.
The one in power armor just when I was eating some cereal downstairs was flailing like some just skin from somebody he murdered at me. So like really you need to like
Yeah. No. Just.
you don't have the best judge of character,
Yeah,
Gabe, and
and-
maybe that's something we can work on.
I
Yeah.
didn't enjoy this. I'm not going to be able to sleep for at least a week.
He will sleep like a baby tonight if he gets some food.
Okay, well,
Maybe.
Clark, you know me better than I do, buddy.
Yeah, Gabe agrees, and is kind of like silently nods, and it's like, okay. So
We gotta
where are we going?
All right, so yeah, Gabe, stick with it. Let's go.
The other thing. Oh well, never mind. Technically,
Actually, Gabe, I'm going to ask one quick question. You guys were, I don't understand. It's the apocalypse. Why you would be interested in stealing stuff that's covered in gold? It's very, very gauche, not very useful. Is there anything in here that actually deem it worth stealing? Because it might be worth taking with us.
Yeah, Maggie. When she walked in here, she was looking around. Found a key on the dresser, and she put it in her pocket.
Oh. Okay.
Different from all the other gold things in here. We thought that might be key to a treasure chest or something, and she put it in her pocket.
Oh yeah. Does Maggie have any weapons on her, or anything else of value? I would like to loot Maggie's body.
What Maggie's body has on it? Give me a second. Let me see what.
I would like to loot anything, including.
I would like to loot the body, please. Please let me loot the body.
She might have been a delightful, but she really put her foot in her mouth there.
Yeah, 25 caps, a machete, a double barrel shotgun, a leather chest piece, and road leathers.
Ooh,
all right,
my.
well, let's see.
Well, except for the chest part, the road leathers are nice.
I do have a leather chest piece already.
Okay.
Well, the double barrel, I feel like Clark needs that.
Yeah, I think Clark can do the shotgun then.
And I will donate the 25 caps to the treasury.
Okay.
For a person that you didn't kill. Sure.
Absolutely. Very gracious over here with my caps.
Clark gets in service to the treasury.
He's becoming a team player. I'm so proud of him.
Yes.
All right, so who's
going to take the leather chest piece?
Oh, and you find and the key, of course, that I just talked about. You find the red key.
And the road leathers, I suppose.
Red leathers, red key. Okay.
So the road leathers probably have a few holes in them, for being honest with ourselves.
Maybe a few. Okay, you know what? If nobody else wants...
No, I don't.
I'm still very comfortable in my diving.
So road leathers are a clothing.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Maybe I can give it sort of a.
Here's what I will say
like a
to expedite us. We can talk about the road leathers and who's wearing what, and get all Joan Rivers on this later. But for now, you walk into the workshop. The workshop is on the first floor. The workshop hosts a number of workbenches with half broken down robots, old fixtures, and projector equipment. A large computer is stashed in the corner of this room. Next to the computer is a giant metal red door with a small keyhole on it.
Okay.
What are you all going to do here?
Pep make a suggestion.
Absolutely, yes. Please do.
Cody, Lonnie take up firing positions way back from the red door. Azel take cover. Pep, I'll say I'll take the red key and I'll open the door.
Okay, Gabe. Hazel, I'll have Gabe back with since he can't really do anything right now.
Okay. So you open the red door. Inside of the red door is an elevator, a rickety old elevator that has a single light above it that leads down.
Right. It seems to go down into the basement, does it?
It seems like it's almost like a mining elevator in some aspects.
Huh. Well, it seems like this is where we gotta go. Okay. Hazel will try and get into the elevator. How big is the elevator? Is it enough for all?
Yeah, it's big enough. It's serviceable to, like, you could fit like almost like you could fit a car on there. It is large enough. It is a industrial sized elevator. And you all get on the elevator and you all go down, and down you go. It seems like several stories below. Not, there's not a direct basement to this house, but definitely down. It hits this kind of open air area where you're still descending. That it's like a cave system. There's like a water feature in there. There's bats flying around. Imagine like a bat cave, but not like with a giant quarter and a dinosaur standing
up. Penny.
It's a penny.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Got the comic book writer in here that's like, it's a penny.
It's a penny.
It's we found either the bat cave or the villain's lair.
So you all descend, and there's actually a small lab that's been built up into this rock. It has a number of different cores that are coming off of it and kind of like disappearing into very dark areas of this cave system. But there is a giant cylinder kind of standing in the middle of this room. At this point, a
giant cylinder.
A giant cylinder. At this point, a hologram appears before you, and it is the overseer of Vault 18. That one, number 18, that you all had met from before, it appears and says, "Oh, thank God you guys are alive. I'm glad that you survived this far.
I'm glad you remember us."
Yeah. Frankly, it hasn't been that long since I last saw you. I normally wipe after 24 hours. I think you all are here looking for help with a medical problem, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Among other things, but yeah, it's a priority.
Yeah, we got the swamp.
Yeah. So let me. This is kind of the work that before I got to be tied up with Vault Tech, before Marty really got into cloning. We perfected a lot of the treatments that Marty's ancestors really couldn't do. So we are able to provide healing services with a number of different serums. So you're kind of here with this. So the lady is explaining that this cylinder is an auto dock that can fix most wounds, common and uncommon. Essentially, it is the ultimate healing machine. It can also do other things that she goes on to explain. If you wanted to essentially become a ghoul or a super mutant, this machine would be able to create that for you. If you wanted to prolong your life and become a cannibal, this machine would be able to give you cannibalism. It can also clone as well. It is the first cloning machine that they made.
Oh my.
Can it make a better clone is the question.
Well, she did say it could extend your life. So I have a tentative grasp of pre-war science, ma'am. How does it actually extend the life? Does it change the rate at which telomeres unravel, or is it something to do with replacing hormones and serums and parts of your body that kind of wear out over time with something that is a little more functional? Or is this something we can try to slow down Clark's aging process? Because right now his problem is he's going to die of old age in like 3 months, and we don't want this to happen to him.
So essentially, if you want to become an eater of flesh to prolong your life, we have the chemical makeup to essentially get those receivers within someone's body to break down that matter, to essentially create a prolonged life human. We're not fully sure how it works, but we have evidence that it can, and we can recreate that for people.
So it's like what happened with the original vampire. It's less a cannibal thing and vampiric thing. Oh, okay, so the question I have for you is, if we decide to do this, is this something that would make it harder for the person who became a vampire cannibal to control their urge to eat human flesh? Because honestly, most of us have kind of a tentative grasp on self-control as it is.
Yes, you would have to eat human flesh once a day if you were to become this.
How much human flesh? Like, can we like a little bit of like could we do like some human jerky, or could it be maybe like iguana on a stick, like as a snack every day? Or
you would effectively replace your diet with human flesh. So depending on if you're on a 2,000 calorie diet, you would need to eat 2,000 calories of human flesh.
Oh,
sounds like a lot.
Ideal.
That sounds like not the very best deal.
But if you're looking to prolong life, there are a lot of great options. Super mutanification can also help you.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're just trying to get rid of like the built-in.
You're very excited about that,
timer
Hazel.
that you guys do.
What I just thought of something.
Can you just like clean me up, like?
Oh yeah, of course.
Like,
we
just
can
Let's get rid of those old wounds.
Yeah. Can we
Like
get
the
rid
deep
of the
wound.
deep wounds on both of us, and then we can talk about upgrades maybe.
That sounds great. So do you all want to go into the dock and get?
Yeah. I think me and Lonnie definitely need to go into the
I'm
dock.
going with Madame Malavance's.
I want to turn.
Oh yeah, I figure. It's just a matter of like how your turn's going to go down, right?
Yes.
Well,
So,
I also have radiation damage that should be taken care of.
Yeah, he needs. I don't have any right away.
I just want the basic tune-up.
All right. So, Lonnie? Are you okay with going in first, or do you want me to go in first?
No, if I'll go in first. If anyone else is about to risk their life, I'll do it first.
Okay. We've got your back, man.
Yeah, so you walk into the cylinder that's opened up for you, and a number of different kind of like needles come down, and they actually start looking at your arm, and you're injected with what feels like a stim pack in your stomach from the side, and they begin repurposing your flesh, and kind of like almost like covering it back up so that it looks normal. You're at full HP. It's restored you all the way. The deep wound is gone. And on top of that, another needle comes into you and kind of like, it's almost green, it looks like, and sticks and kind of like gives you a vaccine. And now you cannot receive what we've called a deep wound based on what this machine has diagnosed.
Awesome. How are you feeling?
Warm.
Warm's good.
Warm.
Warm is healthy.
Yeah. Okay. I think, actually, out of curiosity, Hazel's going to see if she can take a look and see if those scars from his childhood have been affected at all by the trip into the super auto dock.
I'll probably be fanning myself too. I'd like to think I might have a little bit of a fever just from getting like the vaccine and stuff. Like, God,
yeah,
it is warm.
Yeah, you're running a little hot. So Hazel, okay, fine. Hazel's just going to be nosy and kind of pull up his shirt a little bit while he's doing that. Like, kind of like, here, yeah, cool off. And it's going to look, does he still have all of those scars, or are the scars a little bit lighter than they used to be?
I'd say that they're lighter than they used to be. Yes.
Okay, cool. She's not going to mention a thing about it. She's just going to say, yeah, it looks like that did the trick. So I'll go next, and then Clark.
Yeah,
right?
so the same thing happens if you step into that, Hazel. The same thing happens.
Okay.
Essentially, you are back to full HP. The needles program potted you. You get your deep wound healed. You also get the vaccine for the deep wound.
Okay.
Well,
is the floor in here like natural rock or like metal, or what's the
natural rock? Yeah,
natural rock. I'm gonna find a particularly like smooth one and just like bare skin on it, just like bear hug. Like I'm just really febrile right now. Just
yeah. I'm hot too. Wow. So yeah, Hazel's gonna take off her her parka, like her wool parka, and just be like, wow. Okay, so I'm sure this will pass. I would definitely recommend Clark. You should go next, and then Pep. I know that you haven't really gotten. Definitely do it too, since they're immunizing us against the deep wounds. And
can we trust this thing?
You know what?
No.
We don't trust it, but it does seem to be doing what they told us it'd do. Not just that, Lonnie, look at your scars. They're still there, but they're not as deep as.
Yeah, I'll look a little bit and try to look, and it's like
they healed him a little bit. They're still there, but scars heal.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So, Pep, are you gonna step into this machine?
I'm gonna let Clark go first.
All right, cool. Clark, what are you doing?
I don't want to be a cannibal. I want to be a ghoul, and I don't want to be a super mutant. So if she can't fix my problems without doing one of those three, Clark's just going to have to die in 7 weeks or 8 weeks until another solution is found.
So, Clark, if we don't find another solution until then, and we get to the point that you are feeling your age, so to speak, we'll come back here and we'll try one of the other options. All right?
We'll do a little cloning.
Yeah.
The hologram kind of looks at you and says, "Clark, I'm really sorry. The quest for prolonged life comes with sacrifice. And if you're going to prolong your life, even if it's been dealt to you in a bad way, you're going to have to sacrifice something if you want that. Now, it may not be ghouling, it may not be super mutating, it may not be being a cannibal. You're going to have to make your sacrifice if you want that."
Yeah, I'm fine with sacrificing other people, just not in the way that I have to consume them in the process. Though it's really that part that I don't like. And also, super mutants, I don't really like those. And being a ghoul doesn't sound ideal either. So I just need a different type of sacrifice.
I mean, I'll be 100% honest with you, is this family has spent generations trying to uncover the secrets of immortality, and we have found some.
I don't need immortality.
I really don't think that you can extend your life in the way outside of these options that I'm giving you.
Yeah, and honestly, other than us cloning
I'm fine
a new
with
version of you.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm really starting to come around with the idea of just another Clark that doesn't die because of some bullshit experiment. But I'm not going to eat people,
Well, okay, but there is
vampire
always the
guy with a dialysis thing. That didn't sound too bad. He lived to what, like 105 or something like that?
But he ended up
Sounds
being
great.
a ghoul and eating people to stay alive. But hear me out. if you actually
There's a cool
decided
key.
to become a cannibal, to become a vampire ghoul, in theory, we could just clone Marty every day, and you'd get to kill and eat Marty every day.
As
I
appealing
mean, you'd
as
have
that
to you'd have to
sounds-
basically do takeout every night. You'd have to come here and clone him and eat him every night. But I mean, it's an option.
As appealing as that sounds, I'm going to have to pass.
Okay. So
All right.
for now, just the normal.
Just a little tune-up. Just a little
Yeah.
Yeah.
tune-up.
You
The
step
normal
into the
Leuven
machine, you get your tune-up, you get your vaccine, you're good to go.
Does it heal my radiation?
Yeah, it heals your radiation. Yeah.
Very good.
All right, Pep,
fully
you're
healed
up.
Can Pep do a perception? Pep wants to look to see if there's anything kind of fishy in this room. Like if there's anything that looks like it might be something kind of off about this particular area. He's not feeling too secure.
Yeah, do perception plus sneak for a difficulty 2.
Okay.
Heal the deep. That's useful.
One success.
Okay.
You don't have any points in sneak? Huh? Okay.
You look around this cave. You're kind of looking at a number of different stuff. You realize that this cave is kind of it's a little strange in just like the depth of it, connecting points of it. And you're really like kind of looking down one of the corridors. At this point, while you're looking and everybody's kind of like just like chilling from their vaccine, all kind of like distracted, Gabe Baumgartner runs into the machine and says, "All right, make me a super mutant." And the machine begins to twirl as needles poke and prod this man, and the pencil neck boy that you knew from before begins to grow in muscles, his shirt tearing off. And the door opens and he hulks and looks at you all and says, "Gotta go," and runs straight out through the cylinder and down one of the cave corridors, away from you all at a breakneck speed.
Yeah, we were gonna let him go anyway. That I actually was gonna recommend he go 5th and get himself. It's I guess you don't get a lot for being nice around here.
Should have gas-footed him.
No.
Honestly,
Okay, fine. Yeah, we probably should have broken his foot. It's fine.
Well, it's a good look on him.
You know what?
I took his
Weirdly,
bullets
is it
and
weird
his
that I
bats.
kind of do hope we see him again? Not to kill him, but just I'm
We
curious to
get
see
along with
how much
super
of
mutants
his
pretty well.
we do, and I'm curious to see how much of that intellect of his actually survived the process of becoming a super mutant. I mean, is he going to be a smart super mutant, or is he going to be?
Oh,
I
hello,
love Signal,
computer.
but Signal.
At this
All right.
point,
Computer has decided to
Pep, what are you doing?
finish with its update.
Pep's going to step out of his power armor and get ready to go into the outer dock. And
Oh,
be very
Pep,
clear that he just wants the vaccine.
sure.
Yeah.
He gets in there. He gets his vaccine. It's perfectly fine. The next thing that happens is you hear this like sound almost kind of like built through the corridor. That's like it's kind of overtaking the whole cave system, and it
Oh.
says,
That's not good.
"This is not a test. A nuclear weapon has been launched at your location.
Oh no.
Please exit the vicinity of this area or else face annihilation. I repeat, this is not a test." And then sirens, and then the message replays, and it's kind of like echoing about the caves.
I think we gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go, guys. I don't know who launched a nuke, but we gotta go.
Go where, Hazel? We're actually
Um,
probably the safest place. We're a long way underground.
Yeah, we should probably go the same direction that our new super mutant frenemy went. We might be safe under here, but it won't do us any good if we can't get out.
Hey, Overseer. You know this place pretty well. What do you recommend?
Oh, if this is what I think it is, then this is a launch of a nuclear weapon. We had all prepared for
Right.
this. You would need to leave. You can't. There's no shelter here. There's no vault. We didn't build this place to withstand a nuclear blast directly. I mean, it's out in the country, which is kind of weird that somebody be launching a nuke in this area. There's nothing really around here.
But how are we going to exactly outrun a nuke?
That's a great question.
So how do we get out of here?
You got the elevator.
That's back up to where there's a nuke coming down on us. Do we just get up there and run?
I mean, you could take the cave system, but we don't know where those go.
Yep, that sounds better. Caves.
How far down did we go?
Oh, this is approximately 20 stories below the Beaufont Manor.
And you think a vault is we're I think we're safe down here.
If she says we're not, we should probably go. I will
That's
ask,
probably because
are there
it's not sealed off, but like it doesn't take much dirt to block radiation.
All right. I don't know how long we have. If they launched from someplace far away, it could be 10-15 minutes. If they launch from nearby, it could be as short as like 3 or 4 minutes. But if the overseer says we need to get up the elevator and get out of here, we need to do that.
Clark's already gone after Gabe. Like he has not waited for this conversation. He heard nuclear explosion.
All right.
And fucking left the area.
All right, really quick, I'm going to look around. Are there any other hazmat suits or anything down here that's useful? Like, if we need to get out past something gnarly?
Yeah. Luck plus survival for difficulty 2 for me. Yeah, so you've managed to find essentially like 6 hazmat suits. About because this is a research area. This is like where they're like building a science lab. There's like lab equipment about, but pretty much it was all to build this like giant auto dock that would do a million things. So hazmat suits would likely be something that they would have around here.
Million things offered us 5.
All right, I still say we go in the cave.
They didn't get to finish
with the hazmat suits.
Yeah, let's. All right, Pep. Has Pep gone in the machine yet?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's grab the hazmat suits. If there's anything, we'll just take the helmet off a hazmat suit that you can wear on top of the power armor. And we need to go into the cave system to get away from the fallout from whatever nuclear weapon somebody just launched at us.
Marty.
Yeah, Marty.
Okay. So you all are going down into the cave, right?
Yeah. It sounds like it. Clark's already headed that way. I don't want to split up.
Who wants to go on the surface? Yeah.
So you all actually
fireballs on the surface.
It's got to come out somewhere, right?
You all actually jump down, kind of like get into the cave, and you realize that there's like an old like industrial mine cart that is a cart system that's on a track that you are able to.
What is this, Donkey Kong?
Let's Donkey Kong this, yes.
To get on.
Indiana Jones.
There's like a console at the front of it. There's a console at the front of it that could that controls it. Is anybody gonna actually like do anything with that?
So it can be driven.
Pilot skill.
Yes, like on the tracks.
Well, luckily we have one person in the group who's an excellent pilot.
Let me inspect these controls and make sure they look operational.
Yeah, if you could do a intelligence plus pilot for difficulty 3, that's actually going to determine your speed of how fast this goes, of how many successes you get. 3 is max. So it's a mixed success technically.
Oh Jesus! Come on.
Can I would like to re-roll one of those.
Yeah, use that luck.
Reroll, sure.
That's luck points.
Can Hazel assist him somehow?
It's too small to assist with. It's like a single console.
Oops.
He's a giant man in power armor. I think that Pep can re-roll and see what he gets. It'll be a success or a mixed success.
Okay. Better than nothing, anyway.
A success.
Better than worse than nothing. Yeah.
Great. Did you want to re-roll the complication or the fail?
Complication?
That's the correct answer.
Good choice.
The cart begins to move. At this point, where's everybody stationed right now? On this cart, are we all kind of like looking around?
How large of a cart is this?
Is there stations in a cart?
I would say that this is like a train car, almost like 2 train cars like put together, like but it's floor. It's only floor. So
Okay.
think like 2 train cars put together.
It's the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, guys.
Clark is putting on the hazmat suit just in case.
Yeah, hazmat suit's been
That's a good idea.
on. I guess I'm getting on this train.
Yeah, Hazel's gonna put on the hazmat suit.
Probably moving faster than my little legs can carry. So,
Is it moving faster than our legs can
Yes, it is
Okay,
moving faster
yeah.
than walking. Yeah,
I'll go
I'm
on with
just really. In fact, why don't you all make a luck plus survival difficulty 1, and I'm gonna see how everybody rolls here.
Oh, yeah, no pressure.
Yeah. I don't want to like die.
what was the difficulty?
1.
Getting AP.
Luck plus survival difficulty 1.
Ooh, 2 successes.
Yeah, I'm glad I used that.
Oh
my
God!
Jesus Christ!
It's the
What was
opposite
the
of what I did
difficulty?
earlier.
What was the difficulty?
Oh, that's not
1.
too bad. Oh,
Okay.
What do you
Okay,
mean that's not too bad? You snake-eyed.
Yeah, it's like
While the cart's going by, a bag of money falls in there.
opposite of the double 20 earlier.
you
Clark.
super survived.
Clark, you have won an agility plus athletics roll for me, and that will probably be the last roll of the night. If you'll do that, I'll tell you how this ends.
Agility plus athletics. I can
Hazel
do
is
that.
enjoying the hell out of the ride, apparently.
I think I am too. I had 4 successes as well, but I only single crit. I did not double crit.
Double crit. It figures I double crit on something like this.
Whoops.
I had 2 successes, though.
So at this point, you're kind of like riding along, and then from underneath you see this like tentacle kind of like come up and sit on the top of the thing, and then another one comes up and one shoots towards you, Clark, and you manage to dodge right out of the way, and then you see this mouth come above. It's almost like it's upside down. And then it comes above the floor there and then turns around so the eyes then peer up. The eyes are completely black on this kind of grayish, muscly, kind of slimy creature that looks at you and opens its mouth to show an array of teeth that are very sharp. And with its wide smile, it looks at you all and says, "Nazis!" And that's where we'll end the session.
Nazis?
Nazis?
Right. I recall that from something.
I
But
did not see that coming.